Hey, I'm Mark, and today's project we're going to be building some legs. Not sure what I'm going to use them for. I just had a bunch of scrap pieces about 20 inches long left over from some big 9-foot doors I made. And I thought I would make some legs. I might make a coffee table or some end tables or something out of it, but thought I'd do something with it. What I did, I didn't video it, but I took my scrap pieces and I planed, I run them through the joiner, this seam right here, only these two pieces, and then glued those together. And while that was drying, I took these two pieces and planed the seam here on it, through the joiner, and glued that. And then after all that dried, I took these two pieces glued together as if it's one board and run it through the joiner, this seam here. Both sides of this gets run through the joiner. The joiner makes the board perfectly straight. These seams, you can't even see them. And then after I get all that run through the joiner and glued together and dried, then I take and run all four sides through the joiner. It's critical that you get your starting block, it's about 5 inches, your starting block square, because when you run your piece through the bandsaw, the bottom side is what you're riding on, and once you start cutting your leg, you make that first cut, well, you lose something level to work off of. So we have to attach that cut piece back to the bottom and cut all four sides. Well, I made a template, and this was just something I hand sketched years ago, and just I got a whole bunch of patterns, lay it on there, trace it out with a pencil, and then we'll take it to the bandsaw. You can see the piece I cut out. I want to take the little brad nailer. I'm just using some 3/4 inch brads and just pop them in out of the way just to hold it. So I can trace that line. Well, let's finish cutting it on the bandsaw. We're going to do this one next. Take the brad nailer and alright, next I have my bench belt sounder loaned out, so I'm just taking my handheld belt sander and I just put it in my work vise, and it'll work just as well. So if you're thinking about trying to decide if you want a handheld belt sander or a bench one, go ahead and get the hand one, because you can clamp it in and use it as the bench type. I'll take this to the other sander and get rid of those marks. Well, I don't know what I'll be making out of it just yet. I'm just going to put it in my stockpile of scraps, and we'll see y'all in the next video.